conferences and they're always good, but there was something different about this one. And so Joel, Steph, and I have partnered together to come back to all of you with number one, a conference recap, and then number two, and probably the most important part, what to do with all of the money that is on the table right now. So I'm just going to share my favorite thing about conference. I'll have Joel and Steph share theirs, and then we're going to get right into the promotions and like what to do with all of these, the amazing money that we truly have our hands on. So my favorite part of conference was, well, number one, laughing a ton. I think it's just so fun, and it's like my wedding on steroids, all my favorite people in one spot. And it's about getting out of your normal routine and being around that fun, positive energy that fills your cup right up. So get to any and every event that's within 6 hours of your area, even further. I know people who fly because honestly, you are the Cammie Dempsey, the Stephanie Dunn, the Denise Walsh of your area. And so what you get to do is go to these events, soak it all in, and then go back and pour that into your team. And every single time, that's what I focus on, is like filling my own cup so then I can overflow and bring it back to my local area. And that is what you get to do as well. So Joel and Steph, I'm excited to hang out with you tonight. What was your favorite part of 2018?
I was gonna say I don't know all of it. Let's see, the first video of Stephen Furtick, the Dark Horse video, the promotions, the new keto products, Luis being freaking hilarious. I mean, gosh, how can you just say the whole thing was your favorite?
Yeah, you can do that.
Or specifically, my keto conversation panel was the best? Just saying.
I don't know, Denise. I think we did.
I think it's 2 against 1 here.
We taught people how to make money, Joel.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
So I think my favorite part, and I keep seeing this over and over, is the power of one. We've talked a lot about that years ago. And so when Cammie brought that back out, I was so happy to see that because, you know, we want you guys to get a win. And so when you get one, it just builds that confidence. And you get that one and you do it again, and then you do it again. And so the simplicity of this conference is what I really liked. For me, Denise knows this. I'm like, can you do the questions? This just isn't my thing. So keeping it simple for everybody to see that we can do this, that's what I love. And then something that I shared a little bit today is our CEO, you guys, he's incredible. His vision of where we're going. I don't know if you read what I wrote about him, but when I saw him on stage, this is what I've learned, and I know Denise and Joel has too, is he's taught us to be a river and not a reservoir. And once you become a river, the flow keeps coming. And I really want you guys to sink that into your soul and really become a river, because that's what we have with It Works. And so that's why we're excited to really talk about, you know, what are these promotions? How can we utilize these and get going fast so that you unlock all of it? Okay. So that's what I'm most excited about.
I know. You know, we really do have the best in the industry. There is no one else that I would want to follow. The integrity of the leaders, not just the corporate team who's like top notch, but even everybody in VIP. We really are locking arms as a leadership community and really wanting to bring everybody along with us. And someone said to me, they were like, that's not normal. It's not normal for the top leaders to like actually be friends and not to feel like they're in competition and stuff. But we've just never been like that, because we know that as It Works grows, we all win. And I hope you know, just if you're listening to this, that culture starts with Cammie, Mark, Pam, Mike, and bleeds through the leadership and then bleeds through our teams. And when our distributors, like my favorite part was when Marwa, who got tons of recognition this past conference, she's been in 2 years and is blowing it out of the water. And she on stage said, "I feel loved." And I was just like, for people to come in and feel that sense of home and security is just like amazing. So with that being said, we know we've got awesome products. We got 3 new keto products on the line. Joel, you can talk about that in a minute. We know we've got an awesome community. We know that this business is going to change people from the inside out, from the heart level. You know, when you're like, you do really know what's going to happen to you in the next year. Like, what we have is so powerful. But then they like made our comp plan better. Steph, we had just talked about the 5 ways to earn and the two promotion or 2 like things that unlock when you get to Diamond. And then they like threw a whole nother level on it. Now 3 things unlock when you get to Diamond, and you get a bonus when you hit Emerald. So Steph, why don't you start by sharing the Emerald bonus promotion?
Okay, so some people are like, how do I even do this? So I'm going to speak to a red. So some of you may be brand new, and what is that? You're money driven, your leadership. Just tell me what to do. I want to do this. So this was me. I needed to make money. So I wanted somebody to show me exactly what to do. So what I'm doing right now is if people are ready, I'm having them print off this Emerald chart, and you guys can go right into your document in eSuite and print this off. And I think that you should carry this everywhere so that you know you can log in every day and really track, and I would use a pencil because it changes, to track where you're at. So with this, if you were to look at it, it's 14 distributors. And if we're just going to make it easy, every one of these should be at 400 GB. So that's 400 each distributor sales. That's what I was told when I got started. And so I thought, okay, well, that's cool. I just want to go ahead and do that. Now, this isn't by yourself. So the foundation for Emerald, and I've said this all along, even as going Diamond, is 4 customers and 3 distributors. Because if I were to show this to some people, it would be very scary. So as we're talking to brand new people that may not know about it, let's keep it simple, because if they can't get 4 customers or 3 distributors, we don't need to go into any more depth. We really want them to grasp. Let's get you the one, you know, and then we'll move on. But if you're like, okay, I am ready, I need to know. So get your 4 customers, 3 distributors, teach those distributors to do it as quickly as possible. And you can do that by calling, by posting, by asking. But this is something that I absolutely show. So really, an Emerald is 2 rubies. This is so much more doable than Diamond. Like, Ruby is good. Then you have Emerald, and it's been the forgotten, really, position for quite a few years because we always went Ruby to Emerald. And so this has just been huge because we're going to see so many more people do that. And with the promotion going Diamond to unlock the match bonus, you're going to see a lot more Emeralds, Diamonds pop. I firmly believe that. So that's what's exciting. So don't overcomplicate, but when you can do this one at a time, just go for it that way.
And the other great thing to remember too is that you don't have to do all 14 of these people. Right. This is, you start with 1 and then you go from there. Maybe that person gets 1 while you get 1. Now you've got double the workload being done by other people. So don't just look at this sheet and think, oh my gosh, I need to do all 14 people. Now, I know you red personalities out there like Steph are like, oh, 14, that's it. I can do that tomorrow. Great. That is awesome. Go do that tomorrow. For the rest of us, 1 is a good place to start, and then leverage that 1 with the next one you get, and this thing will fill up really quick.
And I love that they talked about everybody on stage. And here's why, is because some of my leaders, I've signed people, but they've led me to my leader. They've led me to somebody that knows 3 distributors, and that distributor knows 10, you know, so that chart can fill up. So as you're growing with this, you know, obviously we have huge teams, but reach out to that Diamond, your upline, because we can really dig in and actually help you chart out.
So if you signed up in 2017 or earlier, you have until the end of February to hit this pin level. And if you signed up in January or February of this year, you have 2 full months. And anybody that you sign up this month has 2 full months to hit Emerald. So if you signed up in January, you have February and March. If you sign up in February, you have March in April. So knowing your deadline is key because then you can work backwards from there. I love what Steph says. She's got a goal of 10 distributors a month. And on the 15th, she's like evaluating her effort. Is she on track to get there? And so when you know your deadline, you can backtrack from there. I want to share with you something that I have been doing to help distributors with volume. And then we'll see what other tips you guys have. But so you fill out your chart, right? You print it off, you put it in your on your refrigerator, not in your refrigerator, on it. You put it in your mirror, you fill it out. You really need 2 strong legs. What's so cool about this promotion is you need 2 strong legs to go emerald, 2 strong legs to go diamond, and 2 strong legs to go double diamond. Some of you are ruby right now, and you're going to be double diamond in 2 months because of your focus and your distributor's focus. So you need 2 legs. So as Steph said, you're looking for 2 key players to really work with through the next few months because not only are you interested in emerald, but so are they. See how this works. And so what I love to do to help with volume is to really break it up. So I have this executive focus on these 2 legs. This ruby focuses on these 2 legs. This executive focuses here. So you've got 3 people that are focused on raising 800 in volume. This person's here, and then the emerald is focused here. So you break up the volume goals so everybody knows exactly what they're working on. And depending on where volume's at, if they added more to their kit, if there's already customers in that spot, you can break it down even further. You know what I mean? Like if 10 fit 30s. You know, like your goal is to get 5 fit 30s. My goal is to get 5 fit 30s. Let's do it. You know, you're really breaking it down to tangible numbers that you can cross off a list.
And I love that, Denise. We've always started from the bottom because it pushes people up. And newbies don't know what they're doing. So if we're telling you, hey, you only need 1 more fit 30 to be a 400 qualified leg, let's celebrate that. That's a huge win for you. So I love that. We've taught the same thing. So you guys are hearing from the top earners. How do they do it? This is exactly, we know that the only way to win is by helping you. So we want to make sure that everybody knows that that is a key thing. Denise, I don't know if you have something else to go on that, but
go ahead.
People ask, where do I go? How do I even start? So when you were talking about, my 10 and breaking it up by month. So this is something that I just posted on messaging. We need to ask people. So posting on Facebook isn't working, you guys. So how are we going to get you to emerald? I think that's the thing is we can show you, but there's going to be work involved. And so some of these action steps that I do daily is yes, I post daily. And there's going to be seasons of your business that you're going to do a little bit more. But what I want to do is create a habit for you because you become disciplined when you have your habit. So it's like this. I do 10 consistently every day, and then some seasons I do more. But let's just say 10, okay? For the mere fact of let's get you a number. So with that right now, I'll message 5 people on Instagram, 5 people on Facebook, and I set a timer for every hour. So if you did this for 5 hours each day, like just 5 messages on Instagram and Facebook, that's 50 messages sent out in 1 day. Do that 5 times a week. That's 250 messages to follow up with. And then my numbers are usually 10. So that got me my 10 a day. And that's just my personal page, guys. Okay. So that's not if you have a business page or out and about or anything like that. So we want to try to teach that to the newbies and to anybody. If you don't have your discipline number, there's a great number to start with. It's so doable when you hear that. And then, of course, I want to message more people. So you're going to be posting throughout the day. So if somebody posts on your story or if somebody looks at your story, that's an additional message to the 5. So I still have my habit of doing 5 on Instagram, 5 on Facebook. And then if they're not It Works distributors, I'm going to send that person a message from the story or from the live. So, I could end up messaging 50 in 1 day or 50 in 1 hour just because somebody liked and I have a good post, if that makes sense. So make sure that you do that because, wow, if you go to the end of the week now on Saturday for following up, that's a great thing. So I would even do this after your first day of messaging. Go back the next day, do a follow-up to see if anybody's looked. And then you can go ahead and shoot out your 5 messages on Instagram and 5 messages on Facebook. So that's the how part. We see this. So what's those action steps? Like Denise is like, let's get you some call to action. This is a great way for you guys to create a habit without being just on Facebook and scrolling. Okay. We should all be knocking out customers and distributors, because we know the more that you practice, the better you get, and the higher those numbers really go.
Steph posted this in the ambassador page earlier, and so I took what you just read, Steph, and posted it in the chat. So if anybody was like, wait, what? That was genius. What did she just say? You can grab it from the chats.
And I have the other one that I added with that I'm not scripty. I think that's in there, but I added for the newbies, because they got asked, what are cold messages? Are you cold messaging? And you guys, don't overthink. For me, I'm not a scripty person. I might take a little bit more time on a message when I'm talking to someone, because I see that I relate to them. So I did this on a live today and shared, it was with a dance mom. So I said, go into Instagram and hashtag dance mom and just message them and say, hey, I see you're a dance mom like me. This business has allowed me time and money to spend a little bit more with them. Have you ever thought about making some extra money? We have a great bonus right now. I would love to teach you how to get Emerald and a $5,000 bonus in the next 30 days. Like, it's that simple, guys. So don't overcomplicate and look at all these people. Just go.
Yes, Estella, they are messages. So I love what Steph said. Posting isn't closing. Posting is like a billboard, and it's great to be open, but you want to be behind closed doors, messaging, texting, talking to your leads, because that's truly where the relationship is built, and that's where the close happens.
This is a great analogy for you guys on that, because do you guys look at your email or your text more? We look at our text. So on Facebook, do you look more at people's posts, or do you look at your inbox more? You look at your inbox more. So let's spend more time where it counts for you guys. So I've really learned that you could probably go on and go, God, Steph doesn't post a ton, but I'm doing a lot of work behind the scenes. And I know Denise is too. So that's what I want you to just kind of think of. Wow, I didn't think of it like that, but it makes sense when you hear it like that, an analogy like that. And the same thing that weighs the Facebook Lives, the stories. Do a little bit more of that so that you can see who's watching, so that you know who to message. Now you guys are like, oh, I can go Emerald.
That's exactly right. Joel, anything you want to add about Emerald before we move to the Match It bonus?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. So, okay, you guys. Okay, here's the deal. All right, I know. You have until the end of February to hit Emerald, right? And the goal is not only are you excited about that, but your rubies are excited about that. You are running towards this goal together. You are creating momentum within your team. You are then going to go diamond in March. Okay. When you go diamond, you unlock the leadership level bonus. You unlock the generational bonus, which I did not talk about on stage because we were already blinking red, but I'll talk about that later. And then you also unlock the 20% Match It bonus. So 3 things unlock when you go diamond. Now, this Match It bonus means anybody that you've signed up in 2018, you get a 20% match of their income. And what I love about this is that you guys, corporate truly wants us to not just sign people up and say good luck, but to lock arms with them. I want my people to be making money, because the more money they make, the more bonus I'll receive as well. And whether we like it or not, comp plan dictates culture, and our company pays us well to help with the depths and raise people up. And it's like the most amazing thing ever. So Joel, what do you have to say about this Match It bonus?
I don't think people understand yet how
I know.
So
it's amazing.
First of all, I lied. I did want to say something about the Ruby or the Emerald bonus. It's $5,000.
Yes.
It's $5,000. Okay, so when you guys go Emerald and you get your $5,000 bonus, you might be pushing somebody else to Diamond. So you Diamonds really need to pay attention to these Emeralds that you're building, because their amazing bonus and paycheck that they just got, you just got a 20% match on for 6 months. Think about that. So not only do you just get a match on their commission, you also get a match on their bonus. I love this example right here. I mean, this is mind blowing. So just go get a couple people and help a couple people go Emerald, and boom, you're adding 320 to 640 on up into your check every single month for 6 months. And I love this little thing down here in the corner that says no limit to personally enrolled distributors. So you guys should be running hard right now, trying to get everybody in the computer humanly possible, and then they can figure everything else out along the way, because every single person that you get in right now as Diamond qualifies you for a bonus match. All of you people that are Emerald, you should be excited about an Emerald bonus, but you should be excited about blasting through, getting that Emerald bonus and waving at it on your way to Diamond, because that is going to be huge, not only for your check, but the checks of everybody that you're helping along the way. And that's what I love about this.
So on that, because I was like, oh my gosh, where do I focus? What do I do? It's, it's so confusing. So I don't want you guys to be confused, because it is a little overwhelming, but yet it's so powerful. So, as that person went Diamond, let's say they got the Emerald bonus of that 5,000 and they go next month to Diamond. They probably had a personal Ruby that they might have enrolled this year. So they're going to pick up and get matched on that Ruby's check. So that's really,
yes.
Don't think that you're not going to get paid. You're going to get caught up and get paid on that as well. So that was my
See, stop.
Oh, we're going to delete. We're in that.
All right, we're back.
Are we on?
Yep, we're on.
Okay. Denise, are you on?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, where'd she go? I can't see you.
I don't know if you guys feel this in your belly like I do. I am just these types of opportunities don't come around very often. And honestly, it's only the people we sign up in January and February right now that we get this match it bonus on. So we are on like they mentioned, we are in signing recruiting mode, and we'll get them in the system. And the way that we do that is high belief, high urgency. Again, you want to keep it simple for the newbie by saying you only need two people that really want to make money with you. And we'll worry about some of those details later. But your urgency, your excitement, your confidence is going to be what gets them to say yes. We know what we know, but they don't. And so I'm talking to people who still have all of this fear, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, just come on, trust me. This is going to be awesome. But it's go ahead. Steph, you are so good at high urgency and high confidence and just being do it.
Do it. Well, and I was just going to say, if you sense that they're going to give you excuses, this is not the time to try to push a rope. You want to move on. That doesn't mean that we're going to forget people, but this is the time to go for the ones that are ready and excited right now. So, I've got my pile that I've been messaging, and there might be the time, timing isn't right, whatever. They're going into a pile later on. Okay. So I want to get through to the ones that really want it now. So like Denise said, there's never been anything like this. And I know that Joel's going to talk about the products and why. And I love that our company is on trends. That's a huge deal right there. So we're going to continue to get these amazing products that are going to get this. If you want your business to skyrocket, you need to use the products. How are we going to, I know, but I do have to say this. Even if you go for it, really stick to it for 5 days. I promise you're going to get results. Suck it up, weigh yourself, take a picture, and post it. Because I'm like, I need to I feel like I need to be a yo-yo, gain weight, lose weight, just so I can be like, here, I did this. I'm not going to do that because I'm very happy with how I feel. But that is something that if you're like, oh, I just feel stuck. What can I do during this time that we have the most amazing bonuses going on and the excitement is through the roof? Get your results. It is incredible because what happened is people ask, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, I'm doing this. So Joel's like, you're stealing my thunder. I can see that.
Do you guys have any questions about Emerald or the Match It bonus before we move on to the 3 new amazing products that I'm so jealous you guys got to try? But I did order some.
Come over. I'll meet with you. Nikki's like, give me some.
All right.
I do.
So just know it's, go ahead.
So long story short, I built to Ruby, lost it. I'm completely lost. I don't know. I don't know where to start.
Your job is to print off a blank Emerald chart.
Yeah.
Start over and make new friends.
Okay. So don't worry
Build your network, girl.
Just distributors right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
People say to me, I have my sheet filled. If they're not doing anything, if they're not active, erase them. It's okay. Yeah. We can start over at any time. You want to go for it and you want to run and you want to have excitement. You don't want to, again, push the rope. Start over.
Okay.
Amen, Angela says. Amen. Mm-hmm. And like Stephanie said, we don't necessarily have time to personal development people right now. So again, you're kind of like, do you want to get started with us? This is amazing. And there are people who have been watching you. There are people who have been looking and they're been in transition. They've been thinking about it and they are ready. I always say that it's our job to look at people and be like, are you supposed to be on my team? Are you supposed to be on my team? Are you supposed to be on my team? And some people are going to think you're crazy and some people are going to say, I've been praying for you. So our job is just to talk to as many people as possible so that they have the opportunity to earn the $5,000 bonus.
I see a great question, Denise. I'm just looking through these too because I get this question all the time. What's the best way to seal the DTs with this? Eliminate all blocks for them. So this was a fear for me when I joined was, God, if I join, am I locked in? What can I do? So I let them know it's $99 to get started. You're going to get about $250 worth of amazing product. If you told me in 3 weeks this just isn't for you, you can stop. Now, that's not my job. I want to help you gather those 4 customers, get some free product, and head on your way to get that Emerald bonus in the next 30 days. They feel comfortable with hearing that. And we know we don't want to do that, but that just gives them that sense of, oh, okay, I can really do that if I had to. So that is something. So I'm like, let's get you in now. And I'm always like, let's get you in now. Let's get us, we want to get started together on your 4 customers. Who do you know? I'm going to send you some ideas and we'll go from there. So that's usually it. The excitement for me, knowing your strengths. Are you a phone person? Yes, I'm a phone person because I want to hear what they might be fearful of or what they're excited about. And I'm going to help guide them to, well, you need to do this. We're always in their corner. So use your strength in that.
Awesome. And yes, Amelia, you do need to have 4 customers from 2018. So just make sure you keep 4 customers this year. That's one of the steps in the Emerald bonus. Diamonds and above get the matching bonus. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Best advice when they say yes to get them ready. All right. So how would you start a new distributor so they truly take action quickly?
So they don't need their kit. They need to be excited. So who are those people that they can count on to really get going? So, those couple friends, family, and just let them know that we're looking for a few people. It doesn't matter what product, but lock in those 4 customers. Again, it kind of gets them a win. And then who do you think you would want as business partners, like your best friend, a couple of those people? And it might be posting, it might be asking, going through your friends list, kind of creating your 30s list or 100s list. They just need to start asking right away. And here you can give them kind of I'm careful because obviously newbies want some scripts. and they can text the scripts. I just don't want them too much to do Facebook scripts to get blocked right away. But they don't know everything. So their fear is putting it out there and not having the answer. Like, oh man, just got started. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like, it's okay. We do. We absolutely know how to help you. So just reiterate to them, you're not going to know everything, but we do, and our team page does, and that's what we're here to do. And so make sure that you guys are doing that.
I see the question here about bringing stuff to work. This one's really easy. If you're bringing your products to work and people are asking you about them, you're not soliciting. They're soliciting you. They're asking you a question about the products that you have. Now, you can give them a brief overview of what it is and why you're taking it. And then you can say something as simple as, I would love to talk to you after work about this. I can connect with you on Facebook because you're probably at work with them, and more than likely there's somebody in your office that you're a friend with and they're probably stalking you on social media anyways. Connect with them outside of work to eliminate the feeling that you could get in trouble at your job. So you can bring your products all day long, use them all day long. And when people ask you questions about them, the whole reason why you have them there, so that you can get them and connect with them outside of work.
That's good.
I used to talk about Brandon's business. I was like, oh yeah, Brandon's doing this thing.
Yes. Scapegoating somebody else is always an awesome way to do it.
No. Ooh, give them samples. Good idea. But yeah, so the goal, you guys, is to get your new distributors started and then launch them well so they get their 4 customers. They are starting to think about their distributors, whether you're doing 3-way calls or team parties or you're just helping them with answers. Get them started quickly so they can start building their own volume. They can start filling in their own chart. And as a team, that amazing things can happen. And a Ruby can be built in a weekend if you're focused on getting there. So, Joel, what do you have to say about the products?
So the other thing, you guys, to get started as a new distributor, they need to use that Fit 5 themselves. Absolutely, hands down, they need to get those results because there are people that are watching are going to see that and they're going to want to order from them. And we know how to flip those people into customers and distributors.
Yes. And on to product. So we did the super amazing keto conversation. So I'm going to help you right now with how to have keto conversations with those around you. Like I said before, take your keto stuff with you everywhere you go. That way when people see it, they ask you questions about it. And also, if you have not gone into your eSuite, I'm going to show you some amazing stuff that's in your document section right now. Like the 5 keys to KetoWorks. This is a great graph that actually shows you the breakdown of how you should be doing stuff. It's got ketone super fuel, which shows the products. It's got how to eat, shows your breakdown, shows when you should be fasting, what reloading is, and how to fuel your body with what food. So this is back there as a single sheet. Then we've got these amazing ketone products. So we've got the first one, ketones. What that does is it's got all the frequently asked questions. If you were a nerd like me, you should have read all of this right now, and now you have all the answers and you don't even need Joel done. That's what these are for. Then we've got Keto Go. Okay, so first common question is, what's the difference between these two? They are the exact same product, just in 2 different forms. Just like you have greens in a giant tub and greens on the go. Well, with this, you have ketones in a jug and ketones to go, which is going to be liquid in a little shot, kind of like your 5-hour energy shots. They both do the same thing. So now let me tell you what they do. Ketones are what are called an exogenous ketone, which means they're ketones that come from outside of the body and tell your body to produce ketones to get you into ketosis. What does that mean on non-sciencey everyday talk? This means that you have a product that will help you get to ketosis without having to do it nutritionally, which before, with the keto coffee, we had a keto coffee product that helped people that were already in a keto diet. It was a great supplement to help the keto diet. it also helped your body start producing ketones, but not in a way like this. So for example, you can have a moderate high to moderate diet with carbs and still take these ketone products and produce ketones as if you were eating a strict keto diet. So it's almost like a cheat for not doing a full-on ketogenic diet. Now, why is that amazing? Because we know 98% of America has no idea how to eat healthy anyways, and now we're trying to throw them into a diet and lifestyle that they don't know how to do. But by taking these two products, they can instantly get the benefits of having a keto lifestyle while learning along the way how to do the eating. So once again, for people that eat normal, they can take these products and it will help them be in ketosis while on a standard diet. I highly recommend that you use them in a ketose diet because of the fact that this lifestyle is amazing. You know, it changes so many things. It gives you so much more energy, so much more focus, so much more clarity. And as you can see from a lot of the results that you're seeing, weight seems to just drop right off of people. So when you go to a clean, healthy eating, which it actually has the breakdown in here on your first little wheel chart, they've also got a list of keto approved foods, and it shows you exactly what fats can you eat, what proteins can you eat, what carbs can you eat, what to avoid. We've basically taken the thought process out of it. If you just print out all these sheets and follow these sheets, you will have unbelievable results.
I probably won't do that, so I'll help the ones that are like, I'm not going to do that. Can I just take it? But I would read up, guys, because I was one when I got on this. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so confusing. And I didn't have the ketones or the keto on the or keto go. So I just did the coffee, but I really wanted to show results because I knew when I first got started with this business with the wraps, I got results, and that's why people wanted this to join this business or they wanted this product. So I decided I was really going to jump in and learn along the way. So you can mess up while you're learning and then take these two new products along the way. So don't be afraid, I think, to ask questions. You know, I'd be careful. I would ask definitely in your It Works family questions, just because there's some hardcore keto people. If you know keto, fine. If you don't get discouraged. You know, that's me. I'm, again, kindergarten level, but this really is going to just, you know, launch your business. It's like the full circle, like Mark was talking about. I'm so grateful for the wrap because I'm still wrapping, using these products. But we don't want to forget that, but God, what a foundation. And this is forever. I think that's why I love it the most is this is something I can do every month that's consumable. And
it's not a diet. That's what people keep saying. They keep saying the ketogenic diet. It is a lifestyle. The thing is that the stuff that we're eating, we can continue to eat forever and ever and ever. And it's satisfying and you don't feel like you're doing anything horrible. The other product that I didn't go over yet is the creamer. Now, I did an amazing super video today on creamer. So you should probably go watch that, but I'll go over it with you guys here too. So what's amazing about the creamer is it is pretty much the exact same thing as the coffee, just take the coffee portion out of it. And the reason why they made that was because not everybody likes coffee and not everybody wants an instant coffee that they can take with them everywhere, which is weird. So they would rather just take the creamer and put it inside of their coffee or add it to their tea or shake it on vegetables or shake it on a salad. And you get you get your grass-fed butter, your MCT oils, your Himalayan salt, and your collagen, all the stuff that's inside of the coffee, sans coffee. So we did it today. We did it with just water first, and it gives you a taste of light cream. I mean, there was really no flavor. There was maybe a hint of salt to it, but that was about it.
I was honestly really nervous when I kept hearing people say salt. I was like, I don't think I want it salty, but I didn't really taste that. So to be able to mix it in a shake, in your protein shake, I've heard people sprinkle it in food on your salad. I could just drink it down with water.
Yeah.
So it was really that light of a taste. So,
and then we mixed it with greens and the chocolate greens, and it was mind-blowingly amazing. Yes. So there was that. But one of the other ways to market this is there are people that have caffeine sensitivities that can't drink the coffee. So this gives them the same benefits without having to have something caffeinated. So that was one of the huge reasons behind it, was to capture the market that doesn't have the ability to cope with caffeine.
Well, and even culture. There's cultures that they just don't have caffeine. So this is a great way to do that. We'll capture the whole market. I love it. So
we've gone over all that, and I probably could have just started with this page right here. Maybe go get this one first. This is the sales sheet. This one is amazing. Why? Because it has what is ketosis, the benefits of a ketogenic lifestyle, and then it's got all of our products listed with the bullet points. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much all you need. If you memorize this one page and go out and use the products and get amazing results, and then this is all the information that you share with it, you'll capture 90% of the people. The other 10% that are green like me, you can print out all these amazing pages and say, here are all the answers for you, you science nerd. This one is amazing. Stick with this, post this, share it, memorize it, bring it with you everywhere you go. But more importantly, get your keto products the moment that they are available. Yeah. Right now, get the creamer before it's on back order. Make sure you're getting your coffee. And we heard that the ketones might be coming out in the middle of the month. Mark kind of said that last night, and I don't think anybody caught that. I was like, did he just say middle of the month in a few weeks? I cannot wait. So once those pop up, you better make a mad dash, because of the fact that I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be hitting that buy button as soon as it pops up.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This is so exciting.
I know.
Yeah, I want to teach you guys a little bit on how I would get customers with this if you do expos, or what you would do. And we know that the keto coffee itself, to mix it, gets a little clumpy because of all the grass-fed butter in it. But now that we actually have the creamer, you guys can just mix it in the chocolate greens at an expo and still get the same benefits. And just let them know, hey, if you love coffee, this has the caffeine. You can actually purchase at a Go Sample or become a loyal customer, get my wholesale pricing. So don't forget how to make the money with these. Yes, use them, but I'm always thinking, how can I get more people to become customers at expos with our products? Even at, if you own a business, what a great way to introduce that. Just quick mix it up with some chocolate greens. It's a little bit cheaper to do that way too, to do at expo. So hopefully you guys are excited about that.
Well, and that's an amazing thing to do when you throw a fit. I mean, that's the goal of throwing a fit, you guys, is to sample a lot of these products. And you can sample the keto coffee, the creamer, you can do the chocolate greens, you can even do the ketones when we get that. So there's a lot of things that we can allow people to taste and smell and experience. And I just want to mention the prices. I hadn't seen the prices yet. And oh my gosh, they're awesome. Mm-hmm. Guys, if you go to Amazon and look up ketones, they're all $59, $56, like they're over $50. And so ours are $49 here in the States, which is just so competitive. Yes. And I'm really excited about that.
And you're right. We need to post that. We really do need to show the price point, because ketones are ketones pretty much. I don't know. I mean, there's probably really good ingredients in this, I know. But when they see that dollar amount so much less, they're going to want to get it from you. So we really do need to blast that, right?
Yes. Sorry. I didn't know. Didn't know who she was looking at.
You looked deep in thought. I was like, what is he going to say?
He's thinking about it. I don't know.
Should we market the prices?
No, let's just forget all about it.
Well, and we said this at conference too, and we'll just say it again, and we really are at the front edge of a new movement that is only going to get louder. Whether you're in ketosis or not, high fat, low carb, no sugar, that is the wave of the future, because these functional medicine doctors are all preaching this right now, and they're like fringe. Like regular medicine is still like, I don't know, does your gut really matter? But yet functional medicine knows and understands that our gut is the gateway to health, including your brain health, and it's only going to become more and more mainstream. So not only, 11 years ago did we have a hot sizzle product that nobody knew about, but right now we're at the beginning of a whole new movement. So get excited about the products, use them, develop your own story, be loud about that. But let's focus on Emerald. And what I would recommend for those of you that are Diamond and above is to write a list of all of the people that you want to help go Emerald. Who is on your leader list right now? You want to have a clear plan just like they do, so you are running with a specific and clear purpose. And I'll mention Marwa again because I did a Zoom with her team earlier, and she goes, I have my list and Emerald is the only option. There is no second option. They're going Emerald, period. And I think that's the type of boldness and confidence that we all need to have with our leaders. And if you're going Emerald, when you're going Emerald, you need to have that same confidence too. $5,000 is on the table. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. You are going to do it.
Well, and here's another thing, guys. If you're like, Kyle, I'm in a position that I'm not going to get the Emerald bonus. What does that do for me? This isn't about you. It's about helping somebody else get it, and your check will reflect on that. That when people question that ever, I'm like, the more people that you help and see succeed, you will be rewarded. I so believe that. So remember that when you're feeling like, oh, I'm not going to get an Emerald bonus or I missed that. It is about you, but it's not. When you take the focus off of that, it becomes like it just happened. So really push your team, like Denise said, and then building the Emerald, and that will help you. So start from the bottom and work your way up. This is the sheet we all need.
Absolutely. I posted it here. Tracy asked for the picture of the prices, and go to Google or Amazon and you can look. I just looked it up right here, and you can see all pretty fit. This is a one that I know people get quite a bit. Brandon and I got some, but I don't see it in here. So
you guys too, when you're comparable. Like, where do you get this? Search stuff. Don't go up to your uplines to ask these questions. We look in our e-suite first. So when we see stuff at corporate, at conference or green carpet, the first thing to do is go to your app, go to your e-suite and look yourself, because you're going to teach your teams to do that. So, we want to help you, but help yourself, because you're going to be like, oh, I found it real quick. And you want your team to do the same thing. It just helps us a little bit more to give you guys the other stuff that we really need to do. I hope that helps you guys a little bit, because you think, oh, well, they just have these sheets. How did we do that? We logged in and printed them off.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yep. All right. So any other last questions before we log off tonight and go,
go crazy,
dominate the world,
That's right. And just something else for everybody to keep in mind right now is this keto line is going to be expanding. So you really need to get on board with it, because it is going to be the face of the future of this company. That we will never get away from the wraps, because the wraps were the only ones that have them. And guess what? Everybody can use them. And people still don't have a brain cell for them. But guess what? People don't have a brain cell for keto either. That is why we're so excited about this. And once we grab hold of this market in the way that I know we will, it'll be a $5 billion company very, very quickly.
Yeah. So we hope that we did a good job recapping. I said to Denise, gosh, what are we going to talk about? Because we didn't get to necessarily hear every panel that was on board, but we really know that the focus was on the new products, where we're going. We're going to be that dark horse. We're going to rise up, and Mark's going to give us everything that we need. I could tell I felt a sense of my word for this year was peace. And I feel that about the company. It's such a good feeling to know. It feels so good and it's so hard. So the ones that were there, you could feel it. It felt right. And then Joel's word was dominate. So before we do any of this, I was like, can we peacefully dominate? I like that word, but what are we going to do? And it's kind of interesting knowing what was unveiled, that yes, we're going to dominate. People are going to see this dark horse with It Works rise up. And that's really what I got was that sense of, you guys have the grit, you have the fight. Mark's given us the ammo with all the right products, with all the right leadership. I feel like the gates have opened for leadership to come together and really lock arms, like Denise said, and be bold, be loud, show them what we're made of, because we've done it and we're going to do it again. We're going on this run. So don't forget the basics. That's what I heard too, with Cammie sharing about the power of one, not overcomplicating it. And that power of one will lead you to the emerald. So that would be my recap, kind of in a minute, little boom time.
Boom, mic drop.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And one thing we didn't mention, which is why you have to go to these events, because there's so much to share, but we are opening in a few countries this year. And international expansion is like a whole nother level. Like when we say world domination, it's true. And they're going to be on someone's team, so they might as well be on one of ours, right?
Yes.
But Korea is in the works. I know Mexico is in the works. They're not launched quite yet, but sometime this year. So just really let that sink in. I know Amway's biggest market is international, and we just expect that to be a part of our $5 billion brand as well. So there's a lot of exciting things to come, and you are a part of it. Your job is to become the right person. Be somebody that people want to follow. Continue to grow your confidence to a level 10 in the products, in the industry, in yourself. And when you do, things will come to you. People will line up to sign up on your team, and you'll be like, I don't even know what happened, but I accept it. And it's because you are radiating that excitement and that passion, and people will just be drawn to you. We've seen it time and time again, people signing up the last day of the month when you least expect it. You haven't talked to them in 3 weeks, but here you go right when you need it. And that happens when you know who you are and you know who you are, where you're going. So print off your emerald sheet, decide that's what you want. Picture what life looks like once you've hit it. Like, start doing those I am statements, start living it, start breathing it. And 2 + 2 will not equal 4 anymore. And I can promise you, if you are Ruby right now, you will be double diamond in the next few months if you start taking massive action and create that momentum. So
we need to do this too. March 11th, Grand Rapids Mini Boot Camp, you guys. So how do you stay fueled through the year? You need to get to events. So Stephanie, when Denise was saying, what do you do? Stephanie would drive 9-10 hours to go, because I wanted to hear from successful people. I wanted people to pour into me so I could bring it back to my, at the beginning, it might've been 1 or 2 people on my team, but it was important for me to do that. So, there's going to be times that you can't get to it, but I'm telling you, it matters when you show up. You can feel it. We're cheering you on. Joel's taking a picture. Everybody smile. You're stressing me out.
I know.
Everybody look good.
3, 2, 1. Perfect.
Okay, my turn. I need to take one too.
So now make sure that you guys, I know there's people all over the country. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Look for those events that you can get to, look for the green carpet that makes sense, and just make sure that you get there. So I wanted to give that shout out, Denise, because we're taken this year by a whole new storm, I think. And I'm excited to be part of that with you guys.
Could I ask a quick question?
Sure.
Is there any way to gain weight on the ketos diet or not lose weight?
Yes. Consume more calories in your same macro profile.
Okay.
Weight loss is always about calories in versus calories out. So if you want to gain weight on something, consistently consume more calories than what you're burning. So that comes down to tracking your calories.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, I saw somebody say to pray over your emerald sheet. And I think that, like, just when it goes from your head to your heart, it goes to your feet, and it's game on. So my word for the year was greater, and it comes from John 14:12. And in the book of John, he talks about the 7 miracles that Jesus performed: walking on water, the loaves and the fishes, the raising of Lazarus. And in John 14:12, he says, "And you will do greater things than these." And what that tells me is that we have the ability to see and experience miracles every single day, because we have the Holy Spirit, and we were created to do greater things than these. So I am casting that all to you. You all have the ability to do greater things than these, and I expect miracles each and every day in our lives. So thank you so much, Joel and Steph, and your team, for popping on. You guys are awesome, and we will see you guys March 11th.
We'll go ahead and pray over everybody.
Oh, go for it.
Do that. Super easy.
Do it.
So we had this leadership verse that we put over our team, and then I spoke it over everybody at conference, so it just makes it right to extend it over all of you guys. So I'm going to pray Isaiah 54:2 over you, which means make your tents bigger, open your doors wide, don't think small, make your tents large and strong, and I will fill them. Jesus, we thank you for your amazing abundance. We know 2018 is going to be a tent growing year. We thank you for the amazing people that are going to be coming into this business. We thank you for the life-changing products that you've provided us with, and the money that we are going to be using to do good all around the world. I pray abundance and great leadership to come to every single person that is on this Zoom. And we thank you for what you're doing with this amazing company, with this amazing leadership. We pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
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 Good night, guys. Thank you.
All right, guys. Night.
Love you. Bye.
Love you guys.
Oh.